Welcome to my channel. I thought I would share today a video that I made a couple of years ago showing how an abstract painting comes to life. It's fast forwarded, so it's not a long thing. But I really do this to encourage you to get in touch with your creativity, which is why I started doing content at all. I started with my other channel, which was called My Ugly Paintings and Random Musings, and I felt like it was limiting me to the kind of content that I could create. But on this channel, I really do want to encourage you in the same way to get in touch with your creative side and to just play with some paint. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it doesn't ever have to look like anything. There's no requirement to create a masterpiece. It doesn't have to look like anything. It's just for you. And if you're retired and you're looking for something to do besides read or go for walks, those are all great things. Don't get me wrong. Try painting. You can do it for very inexpensive, a very inexpensive investment. You can get little bottles of paint like this at Walmart or those type of stores, Michael's if you have one, Joann's. I don't even know if Joann's is still around, but anyway, that you get it. They used to be $2. They're probably closer to $5 now that everything's so expensive. But you get red, blue, yellow, black, and white, and you can mix a whole lot of colors with just those paints. You don't have to get all the crazy colors unless you want to. You can get a cheap set of brushes. I think I paid $5 for these a while ago. They're probably closer to 10 now because everything's expensive, but it has all kinds of brushes. But you really only need one brush, but these aren't very bad. And these are great little brushes. Get some watercolor paper. This is the best thing to work with if you're going cheap, you know. You can also get these little canvases. I don't have one in front of me, but you can also get cheap little canvases at the dollar store that are fun. They're just on cardboard, and they're great. Anyway, these aren't going to be any... I just cut myself. They're not going to be masterpieces that you have to worry about. Well, they might be. You never know. So that, and the painting that I did, I used... this is really a mess, but I used this color scraper or a color shape spreaders. I don't know what the hell they're called, but they're silicone and they're flexible and they have like a straight edge. So they're really cool. They're kind of fun to paint with. So that's what I was using, just in case anybody's wondering. Sometimes I use cotton balls. I also added some on my palette. I use paper towels, blue paper towels with a piece of tracing paper over it. I wet that and then put the tracing paper over it and then mix my paint on there. So those pieces of tracing paper get yucky and then they dry out. And so I used some pieces from that to embellish this painting. You'll see that at the end of the little video. So I hope that you'll stick around and watch this little short video and see how it all comes about. And I hope it inspires you to pick up a paintbrush or pick up some crayons or watercolor. It doesn't even have to be acrylic. These are acrylic little paints. You could get watercolor. Just play with getting in touch with your creative side and seeing what happens. It's exciting. I can't express how exciting it is. Sometimes I'll do a painting and I'll think, did I do that? I'll get to a certain point and then I walk away or I go do something else. I come back and I think, wow, I did that? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, it's fun. Give it a try. Please. I encourage you to give it a try. All right, here it comes. I thought it would be fun to show you how an abstract painting becomes a thing. Here I'm just laying down some random paints of my favorite colors on a piece of 8x10 watercolor paper. I think it might have been Bristol paper, which it doesn't have as much texture as watercolor. So I've obviously sped it up. This is one of my favorite things to do. And I never know what they're going to be. But I'm doing this to show you that it's just fun. There's no real rhyme or reason. You know, I'm just playing with color. So here we go to the next step. I just quit for a while and I came back and I just I thought, oh no, I'm going to ruin it. But I put on the black and wipe most of it off. And then when I spray the spritz, it leaves little holes in the paint that was there. So now I'm covering it with some turquoise that's transparent so you can kind of see through it. And that really helps bring that stuff underneath. It mutes it, but it also lets some of it pop through. Layering is the key. It's so fun. I'm just having a fun time. I have no idea what this is going to be, but this has turned out to be one of my favorite little paintings. It's hanging on my wall. It's kind of like when I do this, I'll do it and then I'll leave it and I'll think, oh my God. So here I came back and had these were pieces of paper that I mix colors on, that I use as on my palette. And so I just tore off some colors that I liked and used some gloss medium to glue them down, and then thought, okay, I kind of like it. I ended up turning it around. I think the way we're looking at it now is the way I ended up framing it. I'm going to show a picture of it here in just a second. That's the finished product. It's pretty cool.